Hi, welcome back to Surviving Alzheimer's, the podcast where we talk about clarity, courage, and care for anyone navigating this Alzheimer's journey. I'm your host, Terry, and I'm grateful you're here with me today. Today, we're talking about something I wish someone had told me about years ago, back when Mom and I were in the thick of it, especially right after Dad died and Mom was restarting her Leqembi treatments. Today, we're talking about caregiver burnout and a tool that actually works. It's called quantum healing meditation. Now, if you're rolling your eyes thinking, Terry, I do not have time to meditate, I get it. I really do. But stick with me for just a few minutes because I'm going to show you why just 10 minutes might be the most important thing you do all week. So, first, I'm going to paint a picture. You know how the days are. You're managing medications. You've got pill organizers, calendar reminders, the whole 9 yards. And you're juggling doctor's appointments, specialist visits, and maybe even coordinating with home health aides. You're watching someone you love slip away a tiny bit every day. And you're trying to hold it together for everybody else, but somewhere in the thick of it all, you disappear. You stop sleeping well. You snap at people you care about. Your body aches in places you didn't even know could ache. And maybe you're stress eating, which is what I did a lot of at that time. Or you've forgotten that what hunger even feels like. That wasn't the case for me. So here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Burnout is not just exhausting. It's dangerous, not just for you, but for the person you're caring for. Because what I learned with Mom, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take time to fill your own cup. That's not selfish. It's survival. When Mom started her Leqembi treatments 5 years ago, I thought my job was basically just to be strong all the time. I couldn't crack. I just had to push through. Whatever we were going through, I just had to find a way to push through. But your body doesn't work that way, and your nervous system doesn't work that way. Caregiving keeps you in a fight or flight mode. You're always on alert. You're always anticipating the next need, the next crisis. What's the next decline going to be like? Your brain is scanning for danger 24/7, and that state is simply not sustainable. That's where meditation comes in, specifically the kind of meditation that I practice, and I want to show you today. It helps you shift out of panic mode and into what your body desperately needs: rest and repair. So let me tell you a little story about someone I'm going to call Monica. She's a little bit younger than me. She just turned 58, and she was caring for her mother through the early and middle stages of Alzheimer's. And when we first talked, she said that she was running out of fumes. She said she was snapping at her own kids. She couldn't focus at work, and she knew something had to give, but she didn't know what. A friend of hers at work invited her to and tried to get her to try a quantum healing meditation. And Monica's first thought was, I don't have time for this. So I'm sure that sounds familiar to most of you. But she tried it anyway. And halfway through that first meditation, she told me she felt her body soften in a way it hadn't in months. She started practicing it for just 10 minutes every morning before Mom woke up. And within weeks, she was calmer. She was more patient. And she said she felt less exhausted. The thing that Monica said that really stuck with me was that it didn't change the situation, but it changed her response to the situation. It changed who she was in that situation. And right there, that's the power of this practice. So, what is quantum healing meditation? It's a blend of three things. First, it's a body-mind relaxation. You're calming your nervous system through breath and awareness. Second, it's a visualization technique. You're imagining your body repairing itself, your energy being restored. And third, it's focused intention. You're directing your mind towards healing outcomes for yourself, and if you want, for your loved one too. It isn't about escaping reality. Trust me, there's nothing you're going to do to escape this. But what you can do is create a deep inner stillness that supports you in meeting reality with more strength and more clarity. And the benefits, they're real and they develop quickly. Soon you'll notice lower stress and anxiety, better emotional resilience, improved sleep. And if you're a caregiver, you know how important that additional sleep is. You'll notice reduced muscle tension and less physical pain, clearer thinking, and better decision making. All from 10, 15, maybe at most 20 minutes a day. So before we begin, this is just a quick reminder. This meditation is a supportive practice. It is not medical advice. So if you're concerned about your health, please talk to your clinician. So for now, if you want, you can pause because this is a really good time to find a comfortable place to either sit down or lay down. So a comfortable chair is appropriate. The couch would be appropriate, or even laying down on your bed. Wherever you feel the most comfortable, the safest, and secure. So let's take your phone and rest it face down. Begin to loosen your jaw a little bit, unclench your fingers, and try to find a soft, safe place. Now go ahead and settle. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes or just soften your gaze. I like to start by placing one hand over my heart, just so I can feel my heartbeat and the warmth of my own touch. I want my chest to feel the warmth of my hand, and I want my hand to feel the warmth of my chest and my heart beating. So we're going to start by slowing down our breathing. Slowly breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. And gently exhale through your mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, silently choose one word. A word that you want to feel now. Maybe you want to feel calm, strong, peaceful, or loved. Let that word float in the center of your heart. Just let it float there. We're going to breathe some more. We'll do 5 rounds. So inhale through your nose for 4, hold for 4, and exhale through your mouth for 6. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale through your mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the last. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do you notice any softening across your face, your jaw? Does your tongue feel more relaxed in your mouth? Now imagine a warm golden light just above your head, the kind of light that feels like sunrise on your favorite day. See it pouring down, slow and generous, like honey. Let it wash over your scalp, down past your temples, across your forehead, and into the creases of the tiny muscles around your eyes. Let it extend down your cheeks, your jaw, the back of your tongue. Unclench and release. Let the golden light flow down your neck, across your shoulders, and let that weight that you've been carrying begin to melt. Sweep the light through your chest, the front, the sides, and down your back, filling your lungs with ease and your heart with warmth. Allow the light to move down your arms, to your elbows, to your forearms, past your wrist, into your palms, and down to the tips of your fingers, allowing every cell to come alive. Invite the light across your upper back, your mid-back, down your lower back, focusing anywhere that aches, from lifting, driving, waiting or worrying. Now focus on your belly and your hips, letting that light slowly ease down, softening the anxiety and the stress in your belly and in your hips. Now let that light drip down past your thighs, your knees, and your calves. Let your ankles and your heels absorb the light as it eases down past your arches and your toes. At this moment, your whole body is gently illuminated, clear, warm, receptive. Every time you exhale, picture the stress, the worry, and heaviness leaving you like dark smoke. Watch it drift up and away, dissolving into the air and returning to neutral. Inhale, golden light. Exhale, the weight that isn't yours to hold alone. If a thought arrives about medications, schedules, conversations, thank it for reminding you you care so deeply. Then let it float by like a cloud. You can return to it later with more energy and more clarity. Bring your word back to your heart. Calm, strong, peaceful, or loved. On your next inhale, imagine that word glowing brighter. If it resonates, allow a gentle ripple of light to extend to your loved one, the person you're caring for, without strain and without effort. Simply a blessing of steadiness. May we be safe. May we be supported. May we feel loved. Now think of 3 things, no matter how small, that you're grateful for in this moment. It could be the way the light falls on the floor, a favorite mug, a kind nurse, or a song your loved one still remembers. Let gratitude take up a little more space in your chest. Now place both hands over your heart. Breathe in, breathe out, and silently say, I am doing my best. I am allowed to rest. I am worthy of care too. Breathe in and breathe out, and say it again. I am doing my best. I am allowed to rest. I'm worthy of care too. Now begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your shoulders, or you can sway a little, whatever feels good. If your eyes were closed, invite them to open softly, letting the room come back in. Take a moment to scan your body and notice any shifts. A softer jaw, a quieter mind. These tiny changes are real changes. Now, I know some of you are thinking, I feel much too guilty taking time for myself. Or there's just no time in the day, or maybe self-care sounds expensive and complicated. But let me tell you a lesson that I learned in another situation. Burnout is not a badge of honor. You deserve moments of peace and renewal, not just for yourself, but for the quality of care you can give. Because when you're running on empty, everyone suffers, including you. Meditation like this, you can do it anywhere, anytime. In a parked car, outside the pharmacy, in bed before you get up, or during a quiet moment after your loved one falls asleep. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent. This is a tool you can return to again and again to refill your energy, quiet your mind, and connect your inner resilience. That's the part of you that's still there, even when it feels buried under everything else. If you want a longer guided version of this meditation, one that's tailored specifically for your needs and your schedule, I create personalized quantum healing sessions for caregivers and for people experiencing memory loss. You are welcome to book a free 10-minute clarity call with me. Just head to memorytreatmentadvisors.com and click on the schedule button. I'll drop the link and a phone number in the show notes. So, thank you for being here today. Thank you for showing up, not just for your loved one, but for yourself. If you're interested in listening to more quantum healing meditations, you're welcome to go to my website. There are 3 free meditations available in the shop. You can download them at no charge. In this episode, I hope that we helped you. You are welcome to share it with any other caregiver who needs to hear it. And remember, you're not alone in this. I hope to see you next week with another episode of Surviving Alzheimer's, when we will demystify clinical trials. Until then, take care of yourself.